Are you looking for the best floor-standing speakers? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best floor-standing speakers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. SVS Prime Pinnacle, $900. The SVS Prime Pinnacle are appropriately named, because in our opinion they really are the best floor-standing speakers you can buy right now. In terms of sound, value, and design, they just crush it. The audio quality manages to be both breathtakingly powerful and surprisingly articulate, handling heavy dance and hip-hop as easily as delicate folk music. SVS held the previous top spot on this list, with the brilliant but awkwardly shaped Ultra Towers. We think the Prime Pinnacle fix everything that we didn't like about those speakers, and with some added secret sauce, and a friendlier and more accommodating shape, making it easy to place them. Other speakers, like the amazing Focal Cora 820 CXS, may have even better sound, but they can't boast the all-around quality of the Prime Pinnacles. We must warn you that the SVS Prime Pinnacles are unforgiving. Powering these with a cheap amplifier will reduce the sound quality, and they need quality components to get the best out of them. At the current price, this may not be an issue for most people. Chances are if you can afford them, you've got a good amp anyway, but they are significantly less forgiving than a speaker like the Q Acoustics 3050i, below. All the same, we believe these are the best floor-standing speakers you can buy at the moment. Read our in-depth review. Number 2. Sony SS-CS3, $148. We recently re-evaluated our budget floor-standing speaker options. While there were plenty of models available, we thought we could do better, and find a model for you that would just knock it out of the park. And we did. The Sony SS-CS3s are everything we want from an affordable pair of speakers, delivering clean and clear sound quality that feels natural and realistic. Unlike many inexpensive speakers, the SS-CS3s have a solid build, and looks that are as clean as the sound. They are quite old now, but have aged spectacularly well. Other affordable models like the Onkyo KEF R7 perform well, but why would you buy them when you could have a pair of speakers that are as assured and confident as these? In our opinion, however, there are some rough edges to the SS-CS3s. While in general, the sound quality performs well, we did notice that movie audio could be a little harsh and grating at times, with the treble becoming hard to listen to. This is a common problem with affordable speakers, but somehow, we found even more frustrating here, given how well the speakers perform with things like music. If you want an affordable pair of speakers that excel at movie audio, check out the Klipsch 26FA, below. Otherwise, we think the SS-CS3s remain one of the best floor-standing speaker options at this price point. Number 3. KEF R7 Meta, $2,500. We agonized over this one. KEF makes such excellent audio gear, and have been doing it for so long, that it was hard to pick which of their excellent floor standers to include. In the end, we had a choice: either make this entire list a rundown of the best KEF speakers around, or pick the one we thought would suit most people. For us, that's the new R7 Meta, a great option in a line that includes the R11 and the R5. This is right between those, and it's superb. Believe it or not, you get an awful lot of bang for your buck with the KEF R7 Meta. The sound is effortlessly clear and clean, with superlative dynamics. The design is clever, too, with neat plinth feet that help isolate your sonics. That said, you shouldn't go for these unless you've got a really solid amp and DAC combo, maybe even a dedicated pre- and power amp. While they're very good, they work best when the other bits of the signal chain are of similar quality. Still, these are excellent, and as we mentioned, KEF make plenty of other delectable speakers, including that smaller and slightly less expensive R5 Meta. Number 4. KLH Kendall, $750. We admit that we haven't experienced too many speakers from KLH before. We are very happy we got to rectify that, because the Kendall floor standers have a lot to recommend about them. One of the things that surprised us the most was just how powerful the bass was. It quite happily went toe-to-toe with the SVS Prime Pinnacle, if not in raw power, then certainly in clarity and depth. If you're a fan of bass-heavy music genres like EDM or hip-hop, you're going to love the Kendalls. They look great, too, with a thick wooden body that still feels elegant. However, while listening to the Kendalls, we couldn't help but feel that they were a little too traditional. They were a solid set of floor-standing speakers, but they didn't get the pulse racing in the same way that, for example, the KLH Unify 2.0S did. The bass was killer, but there were no other real surprises here. Consider these a pair of very good, but not quite top 5, speakers. They would fit well in a moderately large listening room, and would work especially well for those who can't stretch to a pair of ultra towers. Number 5. Wharfedale Diamond 12.3, $998 per pair. Wharfedale's Diamond 12.3s do one thing really well, the mid-range. Elements like vocals and guitars really shine with these speakers, feeling as if they've been coated in melted butter. They are a genuine pleasure to listen to, and although we think there are better speakers overall at this price point, like the Q Acoustics 3050i, these remain a viable alternative for anyone looking to spend no more than $1,000 on a pair of speakers. The problem comes when you move out of the mid-range. For all the charms, the Wharfedale Diamond 12.3s feel too conservative, with bass that lacks confidence, and highs that are detailed but somehow a little sterile. Worse, they are sizable speakers that demand a lot of room around them to get at that great mid-range sound, and to cap it all off, the sweet spot is very narrow. This slightly fussy nature sours us a bit on the Diamond 12.3s. We still find ourselves going back for that glorious vocal sound, but there are definitely better options. Number 6. Polk Audio Signature Elite ES55, $369. If you have a small room and want a pair of floor-standing speakers that will operate with minimal fuss, and are a breeze to set up, then we recommend the Polk Signature S55. Despite their ported design, they're remarkably unfussy regarding their positioning, and will give you a wide sweet spot to play with. The sound is effective, if unremarkable, with smooth mids and surprisingly crisp highs. We like the price, $498 may be a little more expensive than the Onkyo KEF 4800, but the S50s are worth it. That's not to say they don't have their downsides. While 90 dB sensitivity isn't the lowest on this list, we couldn't escape the fact that the S50s felt too quiet at times. They didn't have the power and authority of other speakers, like the excellent KLH Unify 2.0S. They should be just fine for small rooms, but if you have a large space to fill, it's worth exploring other options.